to another episode of Ship Award, my review of the Immortal Instruments City of Bones.
Ship Award. When ship happens, I'm there.
The Immortal Instruments City of Bones stars Lily Collin as a young girl whose life is unended once she finds out that she comes from a long bloodline of demon slayers. Now, I went into this movie not knowing much of the story, aside from people telling me who've read the book, that the book is really, really good. So if the movie is anything like the book, the movie's gonna be pretty damn decent. So I went into the movie slightly excited after hearing that, and I have to say, I ended up enjoying the movie. There's certain elements in the movie that really got me. The movie has werewolves, it has vampires, it has warlocks, it has witches, it has demons, it has demon slayers. It's almost like an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It kind of had that kind of feel to it. And also it reminded me of that one movie with Keanu Reeves, Constantine I think it's called, where he's like a mixture of angel and human and he slays demons. So I can see people going into this movie and being like, yeah, this story's not very original, we've seen this done before, and all that good stuff. So I don't know, I see a mixture of opinions when it comes to this movie, but overall I was satisfied with it. I thought the acting was good. I thought there was certain humorous things in the film. What really intrigued me, they actually had homosexual characters in this film, which took me off guard because I wasn't expecting that being a movie based off of books for young adults. So I was like, this is interesting. As for the romance in the movie, as I said, there's homosexual characters in this film, so yes, expect certain type of homosexual romance in this film. And also, there's heterosexual characters in this film as well, so expect that as well, and expect another type of relationship that may take you off guard, and by the end of the movie, you're like, did that really just happen? Are they still going there? Is that true? I hope not, because that's kind of gross. My only complaints about the movie are certain things like I felt the CGI was a little off for certain things. It looked very poorly done, and I feel like they're working with a small budget, and that's why, because there's a lot of CGI type things in the movie, but there were certain things, especially with the demons, that I was like, that doesn't look really good. But after, you see the whole thing, you kind of forget about it and you move on. And then the other thing I had an issue with was that I felt the movie could have been longer, because I felt there was a lot of certain things they should have spent more time on, but they didn't. They kind of rushed it because they wanted to move to the next thing, and I understand it's a book and books have more detail in it, and turning a book into a movie isn't always the easiest thing to do. So I felt like the movie could have been a tad bit longer to spend more time on certain story points in the film. So those were my only real issues with the film, to be completely honest. Who would I recommend this movie to? Obviously fans of the book. You guys are probably already going to go see this movie. And those who've seen the trailer and saw anything that remotely, caught your interest, check out this movie. Basically, this movie could surprise people, it could disappoint people. It can go either way, who knows, right? So that is all for this episode of Ship of War. Goodbye, and until next time, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Kick-Ass 2 takes place years after Kick-Ass, where now the Red Mist is still bitter about the event of Kick-Ass, and now he wants to get back at Kick-Ass by doing some evil things towards his loved ones. While Kick-Ass himself is off making friends with other civilians who want to be superheroes. Kick-Ass 2 stars Aaron Taylor-Johnson, Chloe Grace Moretz, and Jim Carrey. Now I have to say, before going to this film, I was excited to see this movie because